Hello, my friend. Welcome to live chat. Oh, it is so interesting being here after the sun goes down. If you are in a place in the world where the sun is up, it feels like we're in different worlds right now. I was talking to my friend Audra. This is this is their exotic bird merch. I don't think this is still available, but we were talking yesterday at the back and forth at the exact same time, video chatting. And over there in Texas, it was bright and sunny and warm. And here in Maryland, it was pitch black and cold as hell. So yeah, that was interesting. So here it is dark and it is cold. So if you're somewhere else, hello. I hope you're enjoying your weather. Today, we are going to be hanging out and going back in time because I was looking back at some old videos and I was looking at this video that I did from 2012. And the thing about it was called the 40 Beauty Questions. And back then, our lives in the beauty space were completely different. The expectations for videos were different. The things we were using were different. My skincare routine was drastically different. And I found it very funny. And I thought you would find it fun and funny and entertaining as well, just kind of talking about, how things have changed over the years, where we were 9 years ago and where we are now. And yeah, I was either that or just beat the whole, Jacqueline Tati thing with a stick. And I just didn't want to beat it with a stick today. I wanted to just hang out and have fun. It's been a long day. So thank you for being here. If you're not used to being here at 5 p.m., thank you for showing up because I know some people can't come in the morning. So yeah, whatever time it is, wherever you are. I'm glad you're here. All right. So before we get started, let's quickly say hello to the people that are here live in the collective brain of makeup awesomeness. So let's go ahead and say hi to Amber and Monica and my girl Teresa. Hello, hello. I hope everyone is doing well. Thank you also to the moderators that are here at a different time today. I appreciate you so much. Monica, good afternoon to you. Yes, thank you for the shout out to hit the like button if you're enjoying chat right now. Michelle says, good evening, winding down for the day with chat instead of getting my morning started with it. Yes, I needed to have a little bit of coffee. I'm just going to sip a little bit because I was just feeling really tired. I needed something. So it kind of feels like morning because I'm having my coffee. Good morning. Good afternoon, Kimberly. I'm probably saying good morning to everybody. I think I just did, even though it's evening, because that's not what I'm used to. It's so weird. Hi, Lana. Still in Hawaii. It's probably pretty early there. Good afternoon to Robin. Hi, Jelena. Hello to all the other lovely people. Good to see you. Andrea, so good to see you. Andrea was one of the people that used to get ready with me on Periscope and then Twitter Live, and then I killed that. So just so you know, I do see your comments, and I'm so sorry I don't get to spend more time with you now that I killed that. Maybe one day I will bring something like that back, but for now I just can't bring it back. But one day. But I wanted to let you know that I see you, and I thank you for wanting to hang out. I appreciate you. If I did not say good morning to you or good afternoon or good evening to you, all of those things to you. So if you want to see the original video, I will link it down below. If you just type in Jen Love 40 beauty questions, you will see it. And it is really goofy. I did show you in the beginning the little thumbnail. That was what I looked like back in 2012. But the first question is the one that really stands out in my brain from that one because it was such a shocking answer. It was even for me, I was a little embarrassed to answer this one. First one was, how many times a day do you wash your face? And I at the time did not wash my face, literally ever. Never. I did not wash my face. I didn't even wash my face in the shower. I would splash water on my face in the shower, and that was the extent of my washing of my face. At the time, I was very anti skincare, which is very odd now knowing me now. I was extremely anti skincare because I called it lotions and potions. I didn't believe in it. I didn't believe that it could actually do anything positive for your skin. Can you believe we're the same person, me and Jen 9 years ago? But I think it was because I was traumatized by like sea breeze, in my teens. And, people saying that sea breeze would clear up acne. And I always had acne here. And then, of course, breakouts here and there, being a teenager, just typical teenage acne. And my acne always got worse whenever I used sea breeze. And I didn't understand why. Now I understand why. So I was very, very skeptical and I kind of eased myself into skincare. So now the answer to that question is once, always, but sometimes twice. Probably about 50% of the time twice. I always wash my face at night, but in the morning, sometimes I'm lazy and I don't. But technically, you're supposed to wash your night skincare off to make sure that it's better. Your day skincare can't necessarily penetrate through your nighttime skincare if you don't wash your face in the morning. So that's a thing. And it's just me being lazy when it comes down to it. Hello, Fearless Beauty Queen. Thank you so much for becoming a YouTube member. I appreciate you so much. Thank you. Movie Man says, yes, just got into a big skincare routine just these last years. Yes. I mean, sometimes it's just, yeah, see, Sorojan, okay, so I wasn't the only one. I only splash water on my face in the morning. See, there's no shame in it. There's no shame in it. You have to do what you feel is best for your skin. Joy says, OMG, my mom gave me Elizabeth Arden when I was 10. See, my mom wasn't big into skincare, so she didn't really teach me all of that stuff. Michelle says, I probably barely wore any makeup, didn't do skincare. I was in my last years of undergrad and had other things in my mind. Yeah, totally. Absolutely. And I had 2 babies. I had a baby in 2011 and a baby in 2008. I was busy mama. 2012. Oh, I already just clicked on that one. Jamie says, 2012, I was washing my face like 4 times a day with 2 separate St. Ives scrubs. That's probably why you felt like you needed to wash it all the time, is because your face was so out of balance. You were causing all kinds of issues, most likely. Mary loved sea breeze. Well, okay. Well, hopefully it worked well for you. Hopefully it worked out well for you. Okay, so let's see. So anyway, let me keep going because I've got 40 questions to answer and I need to keep moving or else I'm not going to get through them all. But yeah, that one's changed a lot. The next one is, what skin type do you have? I have normal skin, which I feel like is the most abnormal skin type of all. I feel like there's less people with normal skin than anything else. But I don't, like, every once in a while, my skin will get a little dry or a little oily depending on the season and skincare products I'm using. I don't even know why, but like, it's weird. Sometimes I'll feel extra oil here and then sometimes I'll get dry patches here, which is weird. I don't get it. I don't know. But I would say I have normal skin. Current facial wash, I did bring down like my current like bathroom of skincare so I could show you what I use to like answer these questions. So right now I'm finishing this up. This is a Paula's Choice Omega Complex Cleansing Balm. This is for makeup days. I use this to take my makeup off. And then this is my second cleanse and it's got like eyeliner on it, because what I do is I put this on my face and my hands are usually like, I rinse my fingers a little bit, but they're usually kind of dirty with eye makeup by the time I get to this. And then I just squirt a little bit this on to just get the rest of the cleanser off and everything and to make sure my face is clean. This is the Derma E De-Stress Calming CBD Cleanser. And these were both sent in PR. I need to make sure I tell you what was sent in PR. So yeah, so those are the things that I use to cleanse my face now. Do you exfoliate? Okay, so back then in 2012, exfoliate to me meant physical exfoliation. I didn't know anything about chemical exfoliation at all. So I did not exfoliate. And then it says, what brand do you use? Was the next question. So for physical exfoliation, I use this about once a week. I got this in a Beautylish. Yeah, Beautylish Lucky Bag. This is the Hollow Frog Como Poppy Renewal Scrubby Wash. It's fine. I don't even really think I necessarily need a physical exfoliator, to be 100% with you. But I do use this like once a week. It's got some chemical exfoliators in there too. And it just feels good on the skin. It makes my skin feel nice coming out of the shower. So I usually do this once a week in the shower. It's usually the Friday, the day that I film What's Up in Makeup. That day is when I use this. Like, I have the same day of the week that I always use this. And I really like it. for physical exfoliation. For chemical exfoliation, I tend to really like a glycolic toner. That's kind of my thing because it's nice and mild, and I don't have to worry about it being too harsh on me. So the glycolic toners that I'm using right now, I talked about this not that long ago. This is the one from Good Molecules. These were both PR. And then this is the Radiance Toner by Derma E. And this one smells a little weird. It's a little too rosy for me, a little too, I don't know. I'm not really a big fan of the fragrance, but I like the effects of it. So these two are the ones I've been using. I also really like the Pixie one. That one's really nice too, but I don't have any of that right now. So those are the two I kind of go back and forth. I really should just use one, use it up, and then go to another one. So I don't have all these products in my bathroom. I don't know if that's you, but that's totally me. Let me go over to you all and see what you all are saying. Hey, Martika, I feel like I haven't seen you in a while. How you been? Hello from Mexico. OMG, I'm here, happy and healthy and ready to get back to beauty. Oh, yay, Martika. It is so good to see you again. Your thumbnail, I don't know what we call it. Your little avatar thing is unforgettable. So yes. Supposedly someone said something funny and I'm going to click, see if I can find it. Oh, I'm going to try my best. And I'm so sorry if I do it wrong. A nully doll. I think I did bad. I'm so sorry. I hope I did okay. My mom over 60 still uses Seabreeze. She has no clue why I'm horrified by it. Poor thing. Well, hopefully she's happy. I hope she's happy. Ageless Beauty. Hi. I have dry skin with hot flashes. Oh, one day that will be me. That will be me. That will definitely be me. Oh my gosh, so many people that I haven't seen in a while. It's so good to see you all. Oh, Lisa says, in 2012, I never heard of exfoliation, toner, bronzers. That was alien to me. I was the mom who forgot to take care of herself, like a lot of moms. Yeah, I didn't know about that stuff. I didn't use that stuff. Okay, so next up, they want to talk about moisturizers. What moisturizer do you use? And I do rotate a few. So I'm very big on if it's like a makeup-y kind of thing, like if there's any kind of SPF or any kind of silicones or anything in it, I always make sure I use that during the day. I won't use those at night. So I'm like really picky about what I use on my face at night. So I'll just talk about, well, this one I kind of use all the time. This is a repurchase. This is the Bee Hydra by Drunk Elephant. They had sent me one of these in PR and then I repurchased it. I really like this a lot. I use this when I can't really figure out what I want to use. It just feel like it keeps my skin nice and hydrated. It's got some great hydrating ingredients in it. And then sometimes when I'm feeling lazy at night, I'll throw this on. I feel like this is a really good, like, face moisturizer. This is the Pro Retinol Body Butter. It's supposed to be a body butter, but I feel like it feels nice on my face. It seeps into my skin. It doesn't feel greasy like a typical body butter. This was PR. So yeah, I do like this. And I do like the ingredients. I know the retinol isn't real retinol in here, but I don't care. It feels good. I like the way that it makes my skin feel. I'm not really counting on the retinol in this product being like super effective, but it's fine. It's whatever. But what I am counting on is I've been using for a while. This was part of a sponsored video, but I'm still using this all the time at night. I kind of go back and forth between these at night. This is the one by Proven, and I still really love this. It smells really good. I'm almost out. The price on this is outrageous. Of course, they sent this to me. I think it's $100 for a jar of this by itself. Like, it really doesn't make sense unless you're going to get like the whole selection of products. And honestly, I think I'm not sure if I'm going to purchase it after doing the sponsor video and trying it. Like, I was really enjoying it when I did the sponsor video. And I still really like the products, but as far as like my personal skin needs, I don't know if I'm going to purchase like the whole thing again. I probably will at some point, especially since I really like the moisturizer a lot. I like the other products, but I really like this one a lot. So one day I might invest in doing this. And I think also it has to do with like, I get a lot of skincare PR that I'm trying to try. So to like spend that much on products that I've already tried, even if it is like a personalized skincare routine, I don't know. I'm kind of on the fence. Probably one day again, just because I really love this so much. So that's kind of what I'm using for face moisturizer. And then the next question is really weird. Do you have freckles? Yes. Yes, I do. Let me see what all of you are saying. It's really awkward talking about products from sponsored videos. Our sponsorship is over. I'm not talking, you know, it's done, but it's like awkward talking about the products afterward. Oh, this is the next thing. Mercedes, what do you recommend to cover under eye darkness and slight bags? I really like this was also sent NPR, but I use it all the time. It's actually upstairs still in my travel makeup thing from when I went to New York with my mama. But the Milani under eye corrector is fabulous. It's like an orange thing. It's like a vitamin C, like orangey thing. And it's got a little bit of a peach undertone and is beautiful. So definitely I would say looking at the undertone of your eye bags and getting a very mild color correcting product. Hopefully you can find one in the Milani, but they do have a lot of different brands have color correcting under eye products. That's what I would recommend. As far as like physical bags, it's really difficult to get rid of those. I'm currently working with Nira, and I'm going to talk about this too because the next one is, do you use eye cream? I'm currently working with Nira Skincare, and we're doing like a 90-day trial of their device. So I did a sponsored post on What's Up in Makeup before, and I'm about to do another one just to show my 30-day progress. But I might be doing a full review of it. So my current eye routine has to do with that. It's supposed to plump the under eyes. So I've been using it every single night for about 30 days. And this is the eye cream that comes with it. It's a hyaluronic acid. It's basically just hyaluronic acid. So I'll put this on under my under eyes, but I always top it with something that has occlusives in it, maybe my moisturizer, or I'll put on this eye cream. This was again sent by Milani because I get so much stuff sent in PR. It's like I don't want to purchase things when I already have something that I could try. You know what I mean? Like it's like it'd be such a waste to like purchase something on top of it when I have other things. Like then those things will go to waste, or the purchase things will go to waste. And this is a lot. So this is the Hydrating Eye Cream with Avocado by Milani, and this is really nice to top over top of this to make sure that the hyaluronic acid, the way that humectants work, like hyaluronic acid, if you're not familiar, is that they pull water from wherever they can. So if you have moisture in your air, it'll pull moisture from the air into your skin and plump your skin and make it really hydrated. But if you don't have like moisture in the air and there isn't a lot of moisture in the product, like water in the product, then it might pull water from the lower layers of your skin. So the way to avoid that is to put something called an occlusive over top. So something like an oil or a butter or some kind of creaminess. Usually moisturizers have something like that. So the eye cream takes care of that and makes sure that the hydration and everything gets locked in. I know I've explained that a few times. So if you've heard me say that a million times, I'm really sorry about that. But if you haven't, hopefully that helps you understand like why I choose the eye creams that I do. But I'm curious to see what you all think when I do the sponsored post for Nira. I think it's coming up end of November. I'm curious to see what you all will think of my progress, whether you think you see a difference, because I'm taking before and after pictures. Well, you'll have to tell me what you think. I'm very curious what's going to happen with that. But this chat is not sponsored by anybody. This is not sponsored. That's what I'm currently using. So that's what we're talking about. Let me see what you all are saying. Okay. Let's see. Robin says that the Milani eye cream resemble Kiehl's avocado eye cream. Is it rich? I've never tried the Kiehl's avocado eye cream. I would say it is not super rich. It's moisturizing, but it's not like, let me just show you. And that's one thing that I don't like about it. It's got little air bubbles inside the product, and sometimes it splats on me, and I don't like that. But it's done that multiple times, but that's the texture of it. Let me just kind of bring that down. I wouldn't say that it's super rich. I would say it reminds me of just like a general face cream. Not necessarily like a body butter or something that I think of as really rich. It seeps into the skin really nicely. It feels really good on the skin, but I definitely wouldn't call it rich. Hopefully that's helpful. All right. Let's see. Okay, so the last part of skincare says, do you or did you have acne prone skin? I did when I was a teenager up into my early 20s, and then it's been pretty much gone. Every once in a while, I would say maybe 4 times a year, I'll get a pimple. Like, it's really not very often at all. And we used to joke, Andrea probably remembers this. We used to joke, we would name my pimples whenever I would get them because it was so infrequent that we had to name them in honor of their existence because they would never, it was rare. It was kind of fun. And then did you ever use Proactive? Like, Proactive was such a big thing back in 2012 that was a question. If you ever used Proactive? No, never. I never went there. It wasn't around when I needed it. So, or when I needed something like that. And my parents didn't really have money for things like that. I can't imagine my parents ever buying me anything like Proactive. Like, that was not in the budget. I would imagine. Mm-mm. All right, so the next section is makeup. It says, what foundation do you use? So I brought out 3 foundations that are kind of my most commonly used. My most full coverage that I use all the time is the CoverGirl. This was PR. This is the True Blend Matte Made in M15, which I was like, yay, I'm medium, because, you know, I've got the stigma in my head still about my skin tone and that it's not deep enough, that I don't look tan enough, because that was like ingrained into my head as a child that tan was beautiful, deeper skin was beautiful, and very pale skin was sickly, and all of that. So it's still somewhere in my, you know, my scarred child about my skin tone. When I saw that it was medium, it like made me so happy. I know. It's like the things that stay with you from childhood that you know are wrong, but they come back anyway. But yes, that's my most used because it's just so smooth and gives such a pretty finish. And this one's almost gone. I know I've showed you this so many times. My Lemare Soft Fluid Longwear Foundation. This is my medium coverage foundation. It's an ivory too. I did order the Lisa Eldridge foundation though to try to replace this. I did. I ordered it. 61 doll hairs. Oh my gosh. But hopefully I love it. Hopefully I got the right shade. I hope I love it. Stacy, thank you so much for joining the Collective Brain Elite. I appreciate you. Thank you so very much. I appreciate that. Thank you. And then for light coverage, the one I use most often is the Pure Lease BB cream. This was also PR. This was purchased. This was PR. And I really like this. I like the tone of it. It is a little bit light for me, so sometimes I'll use these color. Where is it? Where's my correcting drops? Here they are. So I got these a while ago. These are the Catrice color correcting drops. So this is a little bit too light for me. So I'll put a drop of this in there and it'll make it the right shade. If you've never tried these, hopefully these are still available or you can find something like it. But these makeup transforming drops are fantastic. There's a lightening and a darkening one. And I use the darkening one all the time because I realize a lot of my foundations that I have are a little bit too light for me. So just one drop of that fixes it. And I just mix it on my hand and then I dab once and I look at it to see if it looks good. And if it doesn't, I'll just wipe it off. But if it does, then I'll blip, 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 blip all over. So, so that's been wonderful to do that. Yeah, Nicole says the same thing. Pale skin wasn't ideal in my childhood either. That still sticks with me. Yes, like my grandmother would be like, you look sick. You need to get out in the sun. Like that was a thing, like through my whole childhood. Like the skin tone shaming thing was real. Definitely. Oh, Movie Man wants to know, has anyone tried that Catrice foundation that Tati made really popular? I did try it and I liked it, but the problem with that Catrice foundation, if it's the same one I'm thinking of, is that it was like 5 shades. So I never talked about it because I thought that was ridiculous. So, because I think it was like, wasn't it the same formula as like the Fenty foundation or something? Are we thinking of the same one? And it was like, I just didn't feel comfortable, you know, and I was thinking about recommending that. I think that's why I ended up buying these, if I remember right, was because like I knew people wanted to get the Fenty when it first launched and it was really expensive and the Catrice was supposed to be a dupe for it, but there were only like 5 shades. So I purchased these to kind of show that you can lighten it or darken it depending on, but then I realized like how crappy is that, you know, the Catrice should have made enough shades of it in order to fit more people. You know, they're not a teeny tiny little brand. And if it's such a good foundation, like make it for more people so more people can enjoy it. Like, So I did find my shade, but I felt a little weird talking about it. And it smelled weird, right? Wasn't that a thing that it smelled weird? If I remember right. So, um, Lisa, the Lemare foundation is a satin finish, and I'm cringing thinking about repurchasing it because it was obnoxiously expensive. I bought it on a whim because I was with a friend, and my friend Nicole, who has a YouTube channel called Yay or Nay Nicole, we were together in San Francisco at Sephora, and it was during the Sephora sale, and I had a moment of weakness and I bought it. Because she said it was really good. She goes more high end with her makeup than I do. So she told me it was really good. So I ended up buying it. But thinking about buying it again just makes me go, so makes my wallet want to shrivel up and die. All right. Keep going. Jen, keep going. All right. So next up was concealer. Where did I put my concealer? Did I not pull out concealer? I didn't. Oh, what foundation do you use? How about concealer? So concealer, I didn't bring it out. Hold on. Okay, here we go. Yep, these 4. Well, really these 3. Okay. So these are my most used concealers. This one should be dead, but it's not. This is the e.l.f. Hydrating Camo Concealer. I've been holding on to the last drops of this, and I've been using it sparingly. Why, I don't know, because this is, what, $6? Can buy another one of those. It's not like the La Mer foundation. The Juvia's Place one I've really been loving. Let me tell you my shades. So this one is Beige, and this one is 19. And then I also really love, these were both purchased. This was gifted to me from someone that had gotten it in PR, and it was the wrong shade for them. This is 20 NF by Pacifica. This is their liquid cover, full coverage lasting concealer. So the differences between these, I would say these are really similar. The Juvia's Place and the e.l.f. are similar. The Pacifica one is a little bit creamier. It's got a little more silicone to it. So if you're looking for more of a silicone filling of fine lines and things, you probably really like the Pacifica. But it is a little bit harder to blend out. It takes a little bit longer, where these I feel like are a little faster to blend out, but I don't think they fill my fine lines as much. But none of these crease on me, which is wonderful. That's why I always reach for those 3. Those are the 3. I have a bunch other in there, but those are the 3. Do you know your undertone color? This is the problem. Let me tell you the problem with my undertone color. This is where I get a little heated. So I went into Sephora and I did their whole little color matching thing. And they told me I had a neutral undertone. Okay. And I didn't really know what that meant until I worked with Ofra to develop my lip set. And they explained to me about cool, warm, and neutral. And neutral is not the middle between cool and warm. I legit thought that. I thought you had cool, you had warm, and then the middle was neutral. Apparently not. Neutral is yellow. So you've got blue, and then you've got pink, and then you've got yellow. So like blue, red, and yellow on the color wheel, right? Hopefully I'm explaining this well, because apparently I have a new, but I don't know if I have yellow undertones, because sometimes I feel like I have pink and peachy undertones. So I'm confused. I don't know, because I've always bought neutral foundations, and then they always looked so yellow on me. I'm like, why do these look so yellow? It's supposed to be between, this is me embarrassing myself. It's supposed to be between warm and cool, neutrals in the, no, Jen, no. So I don't know. Now I'm confused, because I swear some peachy foundations look really good on me. So I don't know. I'm lost. Are you as lost as I am? Because it makes me so upset, because I feel like Sephora did me dirty. But yellow, I think yellow is, warm is pink, right? Isn't warm pink? And yellow is neutral, right? And this person is telling me, I thought warm was yellow, cookie is pink. Like, I don't know. Yellow is not neutral. See, I'm getting confused now. See, everybody's telling me yellow is not neutral. You can be neutral, cool. See, this is why I hate this. This is why I hate all of it. Pink is cool. I thought blue was cool. I hate it all. I hate it freaking all. I hate it all. I hate all of this. Where's Robert Welsh? I know. It makes me so freaking mad that after all this freaking time on the damn internet doing beauty stuff, I still don't freaking understand this stuff because I feel like I learned something and then it's wrong all this time. Because somebody always told me this right here, Dion, I'm neutral. So I think what you're saying is I can wear anything. That's what people would say. You're neutral undertone. So you can wear cool stuff and you can wear warm stuff and it looks good on you, right? Is that because that's what I heard. So pink is cool. I don't know. This stuff freaking confuses me. Who has blue skin? No, like a blue undertone. Not blue skin. We got aliens hanging out with us with blue skin. I know. It's like Avatar. Like, what is happening? Okay, yeah. John will talk to John talks to Robert and James. I don't talk to them that, like, rarely. I might talk to James, like, for a split second to ask him a question. But, like, John talks to them all the freaking time. John bonds with the Welshes. I don't as much, even though they're lovely people. Yeah. Okay, here we go. Soon says pink is cool. Neutral is yellow. Warm is golden. So peach is considered warm then. Is peach warm then? I don't know. See, it just pisses me off because I feel like I should know this. Do you ever just feel so freaking stupid? And it's like, why am I so dumb? I hate it. I hate it. It's like the worst thing is to feel like dumb about something. But anyway, I've spent way too much time on this. So that's the long answer to that question. Do you know your undertone? No freaking I don't. But this is the thing. This is what I want you to take out of this is that no matter how long you do something, allow yourself to be okay with not knowing everything, to be okay with understanding that you're not going to know everything and that that's all right. It's all right if you don't know everything. It's all right if you're still confused by something. Don't let that bring you down as a person, even if it's something in your field. Like, give yourself a break and celebrate the things that you do know and you are good at. Like the fact that I know what hyaluronic acid does. I'm going to celebrate that in this moment instead. All right. So I'm going to just go ahead and move on. So the next one was, what do you think of fake eyelashes? Back then, I did not wear fake eyelashes. I do now. I was scared of them, and now I wear them all the time. Most of the time for What's Up in Makeup is when I wear them most often. Do you know that you're supposed to change your mascara every 3 months? I'm hoping we've learned this since 2012, and it's really not every 3 months. It's 3 to 6 months, at least from what I've read and from what most mascaras recommend is 3 to 6 months. But, you know, you do you. If you want to keep it longer, that's up to you. You do whatever you want. I don't feel comfortable after 6 months. I have my Beauty Keeper app and I make sure I throw it away at 6 months because it freaks me out. But you got to do what you want to do for your own eyeballs. What brand of mascara do you use? So the ones that I brought out and the one that's upstairs is the ABH one that I really like. What's it called? I can't remember what it's called, but the real heavy ABH one that's got like the gold top and the black bottom. It's upstairs. I can't remember. I'm still loving this. That was PR from Ipsy, I think. This was PR from Ilia. I'm still really liking this, even though it's smudging a little bit on me now for some reason. This is the fullest volumizing mascara. And then these were, this one was purchased and this one was PR. These are the Essence Lash Princess mascaras. Oh no, they're both PR. The pink one I don't like as much though. I'm just kind of using it up. The green one I really love. But yes, these were both PR because this was a brand new launch that they had sent at launch. And it's like, it's okay. So that's the deal with mascara. Okay, let me see what y'all are saying. Or are you still making fun of me for not knowing my undertone and not understanding all of that stuff? How long are you supposed to keep concealer? A year. You're supposed to keep it a year. Liquid products you're supposed to keep a year. I don't stick with that. For me, like, I'll keep mine for like 2 to 3 years, even though I probably shouldn't. Because it's gross. If it ever smells bad, throw it away immediately, though. I always smell my stuff. If I know that I've had it for a minute, I always smell it and make sure it still smells okay. Because that's what it comes down to. So, yeah. Alyssa, when your mascara is $24, I'm not throwing it away after 3 months. I don't blame you at all. Do not blame you. You got to do what you feel good about. Yeah, Rocio, what about the olive undertone? That's what confuses me most. I always thought it was warm, but I got matched at Sephora and got a neutral foundation, but then it seems I lean olive and I'm so confused. I know. I'm with you. I know. I don't know. Lash brag. Thank you. ABH lash brag. Amber, thank you. Okay. Selena says pink is cool. Yellow is warm. know, man. It is very, very confusing. Jacqueline says olive can be neutral or warm. It's a slight greenish undertone. Jamie says I use mascara longer than 6 months. Okay. It's your eyeball. See, this is the thing. This is what I truly believe. I'm very big on people believing what they want to believe and doing what they want to do in their own mind and in their own bodies. And if you want to use your mascara longer than 6 months, it is your eyeballs and you do what you want. If your child and your parent does not want you using your mascara that long, that is a different story. But once you are an adult, it's all you. It's all you. Yeah, Jenna says, see, I'm kind of like that too. I'm Camp Jenna on this one. I keep all my stuff until it smells weird. Yeah, I'm the same way. Yeah, I'm kind of the same way. All right, I'm going to take a little bit of a break before we get into this next ridiculous question. It's really funny, though. I love it. Okay, so what's on my face today? Just very quickly. I put it over here. So on my eyes today is my love, my Tiny Marvels palette by Mel Thompson that is going to be restocked on the Sydney Grace website, I believe November 12th. If you do not have this palette and you want it, please pick it up because it is, and you have the means, of course. I'm not trying to say, you know what I'm trying to get to. It is fabulous. If you like this color story, they're going to be donating the money to Mel's family, more than just her commission rate. They're going to give bigger percent on that. It is a wonderful palette. It's one of my favorites. On my eyes today, I have Mantis and Death Moth in my crease. And then on my lid, I have Scarab and Firebutts, which is my favorite shade. Let me just swatch what's on my eyes today so you can see kind of what we're dealing with here. Like, this palette is freaking phenomenal. I mean, like, for reals, for reals, for reals, it's fabulous. So yes, I have been wearing this because it has been giving me comfort over the past few days. I've been really thinking about Mel a lot, and wearing this makes me feel closer to her. So that's why I've been really using it a lot and really thinking about her and her family a lot lately. So that's what's on my eyes today. On my lips today, of course, I'm wearing my Patrick Ta Monochrome Moment, and She's Independent, because I love this one. And then on my cheeks, this, honestly, the more I use this, the more I feel like I can't really recommend it to probably most people. This is the Milani Cheek Kiss. This was sent in PR. This was purchased. Tiny Marvels was PR. This is the Cheek Kiss Liquid Blush in Nude Flush. Unless you have fair, unless you're my shade or fairer, you probably will not like this because it doesn't build. It just doesn't build. You can only get it to like where I've got it, and it looks nice and it's easy to blend and all of that, but it just does not build. So if you need something that's more pigmented than what I have on now, forget it. Like, it's just not going to work. So I don't feel like I can really recommend that to most people anymore, unfortunately. And then my highlight, I played with it today because I loved it when I was getting ready for What's Been Makeup, the Pure Nabella. This was PR, the Embrace Your Face Eye and Cheek palette. I am loving this highlight shade. It is just such a beautiful, I'm just going to show you my face because that's where I feel like you can really see it. My highlight, it's so freaking pretty. I love it so much. So yeah, so that's what is on my face today. And then we'll go on to more questions. We have lots more questions to get through. I can always zip through them at the end because the original video was less than 15 minutes long and I'm dragging it out an hour. So yeah. Yes, this is a great mascara. Jacqueline says, I got a sample of the Lancome Monsieur Big, and I hate to admit it, I'm really loving it. It really is a great mascara. It's wonderful. I think some of the Sephora favorite samplers, I think they have some of them, like there's more than one. I think it's in there. There's a lot of sample sets right now, and I'm sure there's at least one, possibly 2 or 3 that have that mascara in it, in the sample size to pick up if you don't want to get a full size. Full size is really expensive, but it really is a good mascara. Miranda says, I have an app that I catalog all my makeup that tells me when things are about to expire. It's called Beautistics. Oh, that's wonderful. Mine is called Beauty Keeper that I use. It's the same concept, but mine, I didn't find out until I did a hashtag not sponsored on it, that it's not available for Android. It's only an iOS app. So hopefully Beautistics is available for Android. Thank you so much for that, Miranda. I appreciate you. Thank you. Okay, so let me scroll down and let me go ahead and let's keep going. So the next one I thought was really funny because the question, this was a legit, very important question back then. Sephora or MAC? Like they were like this. Do you go to Sephora or do you go to MAC? Because prior to 2012, 2011, you went to MAC and some people went to Sephora. And it was like a legit competition. Now I feel like it's like Sephora is so blown away MAC. And I think it's because of all the brands that are available at Sephora. MAC is one brand and some of their quality isn't as good, like compared to some of the brands that are available at Sephora. I feel like MAC has really taken a turn. Not that it's bad makeup. I'm not trying to say it's bad makeup in any way, but I think the competition for some brands sold at Sephora, it's too much. It's too much. I don't think MAC is able to keep up anymore. And the next one's even funnier. Do you have a MAC Pro card? that has never happened. That will never happen. Unfortunately, I will never have a MAC Pro card. Not a thing. Yeah. In 2012, Sephora all the way. Yeah, me too. In 2012. And I don't think Ulta was a thing. Was Ulta even a thing in 2012? I don't think it was. Now I need to Google it. Ulta year started. I don't know. Is that good? 1990. So it was around. It started in 1990. Wow. Okay. It went public in 2007. So that was probably when they started growing, was in 2007. Interesting. Beauty retailer has been on growth trajectory, beating out 2019 sales by 7%. That's according to Forbes. Interesting. But I don't think we had an Ulta. I don't think that was a thing back in 2012. It was MAC or Sephora. Those were the two questions. So Jamie wants to know if MAC is available at Sephora now. I don't think so, but they are available at Ulta. But I don't think they're available at Sephora. I remember when MAC went to Ulta and people were freaking out. All right. So I thought that was really funny because that's such a dated question. Next, what makeup tools do you use in makeup application? I use brushes and sponges, and I honestly don't think that the Beauty Blender existed in 2012. Let's find out. I have to Google everything. 2003. So it did exist. See, all these things I'm learning today, we can learn together. 2003 was when the Beauty Blender came out, but I did not know of it in 2012. Was not aware. So I just used brushes and my fingers occasionally, I believe. I still use my fingers for eyeshadow sometimes. Excuse me, especially for foiled shadows. I still use my fingers, but other than that, brushes and sponges for the most part. Okay, so next up, what do you use makeup base / primer for the eyes? Yes, I do. For the face, yes, I do. But honestly, let me be 100% with you. If I didn't have a beauty channel, I don't think I would use face primer. I honestly don't think I would wear that much foundation unless I was like going out on a date or something. Like I really don't think I would use like all that, and I don't think I would use face primer. Because I definitely see a longevity of my makeup when I wear primer, especially like a silicone-based primer. But do I think it's 100% necessary? Not really. I mean, is anybody really going to notice my foundation starting to wear off a little? I don't know. I probably wouldn't invest in it if I didn't have a YouTube channel, but I do use it. I think at the time in 2012, I did use both because I had a makeup channel. So it was like a thing. Kind of felt like I had to. So Hydra says the typing is giving an ASMR vibe. I dig it. Nice. Hopefully you all like it. Hopefully it's not making anybody cringe. I love my mug. I'm drinking my Hydra mug. All right. Next one. What's your favorite eyeshadow color or shade? It's not even palette. It was color or shade. I mean, can I even pick a favorite eyeshadow? Like, I don't think I can. I don't know. I mean, because it just depends on the day. Some days I feel like, some days I feel like a nut. Sometimes I don't. Almond Joy's got nuts and Mounds don't. The things that pop into my ADHD head. But I mean, like Tiny Marvels, Fire Butts is definitely up there. One shade that I love This one right here. I know exactly where it is because when I don't know what to wear, I grab this. This was sent in PR by Sydney Grace a long time ago. This is the shade Master Plan by Sydney Grace. It's their liquid shadow. So sometimes I'll set up like a natural base and then put this all over my lid. And sometimes I'll just put this on and be done. But like, freaking love that shade. It's pink and green. So you can see the pink and then bam, green and pink. Wait, oh, right there. There's the pink. And there's a green. Oh, it's so fabulous. And then I think there was a shade in the one that Christine did with Sydney Grace. What you call it? What's Christine's typical name? The one that did the 3 palettes that has the blood, Temptalia. There was a shade in her palette that was like a powder version of Master Plan, and it was fabulous. So I would say those are probably some of my favorite shades, but like I'll use this. I think this is this the right one? No, not that. This one. It's like Mary Poppins bag over here. The Master Palette. This was a PR, the Master Palette by Mario. I use this a lot. And the Makeup Geek one I have over there, the Naturals one from Makeup Geek. Those are like some of my favorite shades. Like to set up my look. Those are like reliable. Don't have to think. But those are the ones that pop into my mind as like my favorite shades. So, do you use pencil or liquid eyeliner? This was before pen eyeliners. This was pre-KVD Beauty, I believe, the liquid eyeliner. So at the time, I was using like the brush tip Dippy and also the Urban Decay 24 liners, and they would run on me really bad, and I just assumed that was just what they were supposed to do. Like, I didn't know any different. So now I mostly use pen liners, especially the brush tip ones. Those are my favorites. And then I also use, I'm occasionally using the Makeup Geek liners that she sent me in PR because I really like those. They don't run on me. They're really pretty colors. But my go-to is the felt tip pen liners, but I don't think they existed in 2012. How often do you poke your eyes with an eyeliner pencil? Never. Back then I did a lot because I used to tightline. Does anybody tightline anymore? Do you tightline? I haven't done that in years because I felt like it was transferring too much to my lower lash line and it was giving me like the 90s look down there and I just didn't like it, or 80s even, like the dark eyeliner. I guess it's 90s. And I wasn't a fan of how that looked, so I stopped tightlining. Tightlining, if you don't know, is when you draw your pencil underneath your lid like that. And I would always poke myself in the eye whenever I did that. Let's see. I'm looking to see if anybody's most people talking to each other. Thank you, my friend Flory. Enjoying chat. Don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell. Thank you, Flory. All right. Yeah. Cherie says, what's funny is that I used to use those triangle sponges from Ulta for foundation. You know, I tried that once and I thought like makeup artists use these. I should be able to, I was not successful. It looked smeary and bad. So yeah, that was not a good thing for me. Hopefully you were able to successfully use them. I was not. Oh, Ruby Elizabeth, thank you so much for becoming a member. I appreciate you. Thank you. That's so nice of you. I appreciate it. Yeah, and everybody's telling me Temptalia. I couldn't think of it for a second. Like, just wasn't going in my head. All I was thinking was Christine. Hi, Deanna. Good to see you. Cherie says tight lining is all I can do with my lower lash line. I look like a raccoon otherwise. Yeah. Yeah, totally. And then Monica, okay. Maybelline Master Precise skinny pencil doesn't transfer when I tight line. Nice. So some people are still tight lining. Monica says tight line for my hooded eyes. Nice. So you are still doing it. I just haven't done it in forever. Yeah, Jamie, same thing. It always transfers on me and I don't know why. Ashley, I used to be a kohl liner only kind of gal, but now I either go with Inglot gel or brush tip pen. I have an Inglot gel and I haven't used it. I need to break it out. I need to break it out and use it. Okay. Yeah. See, Dark Angel says I live for tight lining. Then I blow it out with shadows. Nice. Nice. All right. Next question. What do you think of pigment eyeshadows? Now, if I remember correctly, and you'll have to correct me if I'm wrong, pigment eyeshadows was a MAC thing. And it's different than what we think of as pigment eyeshadows now, because pigment eyeshadows now are another word for not FDA approved for use on the eyes. That the pigments are not FDA approved for eye use, usually a red pigment. There are other ones, but it's usually red. And back then, I'm pretty sure a pigment eyeshadow was a loose shadow. You'll have to correct me if I'm wrong, but that's what my memory is telling me, is it just meant like a loose shadow in a pot. And I found them to be very messy, the loose shadows in the pots. I think MAC made them mostly, but then there were other brands that were starting to come out with them. But I think that's what they meant by pigment shadows back then, I think. Yes. Yeah, pigments were loose in the tubes, right? Maybe they were in tubes. Or do you mean tubs? I don't know. Oh, Ruby Elizabeth says, I'm always too scared to tight line. I'm always scared to stab myself in the eye. Well, it is a possibility. I'm not gonna reassure you that it won't happen, because it might happen. So that was a thing. Pigment eyeshadows, that was a thing. The other thing was, do you use mineral makeup? Do you remember mineral makeup was having its day? It was like bare minerals, and then there was like mineral this and mineral that, and it was supposed to be better for you. Like, this was pre-clean beauty movement. Mineral makeup was a thing. And I had tried something called Everyday Minerals. I bought a bunch of stuff from their website and I did a full review, and I really liked a lot of their stuff. So at the time I probably said yes, if I remember right. I did like mineral makeup. Now I feel like mineral makeup has just gotten lost. Like, what even is that anymore? Like, what was mineral makeup? Like, was it really a thing? Like, when we look at the ingredient list, was it a thing? I don't know. I'm gonna have to look back and see, like, what made something a mineral makeup, and is it different? Because my mind is telling me that it wasn't anything like, well, it probably was different than what else was out there. I'm going to take that back. It probably was different. But the way they marketed it as being something so revolutionary that was so much healthier for you, I don't know. It feels to me like that was probably a gimmick. So Mary says, mineral makeup made me super break out. Wow. And Becca says, no mineral makeup for me. Joey says, I still love Bare Minerals. Jacqueline says, I tried the OG Bare Minerals in high school. It gave me awful blackheads. So this is a thing. This is a thing. Shay, hi, Shay. Shay says, I don't like mineral makeup. Gotcha. Gotcha. Okay, so that was a thing. I don't know, but I haven't seen anything marketed as mineral makeup in a very, very long time, except for Bare Minerals, of course. But they don't even really seem to push the mineral part of their makeup. Favorite lipstick is the next thing. So favorite lipstick, of course, this one. Yes, Patrick Ta. That's my favorite right now. And I thought I had another one out, but I guess that was the only one I pulled out. Oh, I wanted to go grab up from my makeup bag the Milani, the naked ones. What are they called? I forget. These ones. I haven't opened this one yet because this one they just sent me, but these ones, I call it the naked ones, but it's like I don't know, color fetish. Good one. Color Fetish. This formula is fabulous, but I have all my like shades I wear a lot up in my makeup bag that I brought to New York. So that's PR, and this was purchased. And then favorite lip gloss is definitely still Fenty Gloss Bomb in the original. Absolutely. 100%. I love it. I love the way it smells. I'm just going to take a second and just appreciate. It's cherry. It's like creamy cherry goodness, and it's got the soft, squishy applicator, and it's just an experience, and I love it so much. This is a mini, of course. I got a little mini set like a year or two ago, and I still haven't. I need to get a new one because those are probably too old, but I really like it. That's my favorite lip gloss. All right, we got this many questions left, and I got 7 minutes. I'll roll through it. Favorite blush to use? Favorite blush? I'm going Makeup by Mario. This one's been my favorite recently. This one is in Desert Rose. This is PR. That's been my favorite powder. And then for cream, did I even pull out a cream one? I don't think I did. Well, I just put this in favorites and fails. This is a new favorite, is the Milani one. That was PR. But I'm trying to think other cream ones that I really like. I don't know. I didn't get any out, and I need to keep going. I didn't get any other ones out. Oh, Tina's here. Hi, Tina. Hey, late evening, Jen. Hey, late evening, Tina. Yeah, the Fenty gloss is fabulous, isn't it, Mary? I love it. Okay, do you buy your makeup on eBay? No, never have, never will. Do not trust the makeup from eBay. No. That's like Mercari and all that. But you know what I used to do though? This was back at the beginning of my channel. I didn't use eBay, but I did something called eDiv. eDiv. It doesn't exist anymore, but what you would do is you would trade people your used makeup. Isn't that the grossest thing? And I did it. I legit did. I don't know what I didn't have a lot of money and I wanted to try new things. So you would put up your thing, whatever it was. So like, let's say I was done with, this cheek palette or whatever. I would put it up and then somebody would say, I'll give you, this liquid lipstick, and then you would trade and mail them to each other. And you would like accept it, and somebody would say, oh, I'll give you, this liquid lipstick. And you'd say, no, I don't want that one, but I'll give you this one and I'll give you 2 of them. And you're like, okay, yeah. And you would trade it. How gross is that? I used to do that. What the heck was I thinking? I don't know. I don't know what the heck I was thinking. Next one is, do you like drugstore makeup? Yes, very much so. But back then, drugstore makeup wasn't as good as it is now. I feel like back then, maybe 30% of it was good. And now I feel like closer to 50% is good. You still have to weed through. 50, maybe 60%. What percent would you say for 2012 and now as far as good quality drugstore makeup? Do you go to cosmetic company outlets? I have not in a really long time, and I don't know why. There's no reason not to go. I just haven't. Did you ever consider taking makeup classes? Yes, I considered it, and I considered not after that. I did take some free classes at Sephora, though. That was fun. I took a contouring class at Sephora. That was really fun. But are you clumsy in putting on makeup? Sometimes. I will. Andrea can vouch for that. Sometimes. Anybody that's watched me get ready live? Sometimes. Absolutely. All right. Name a makeup crime that you hate. This is the thing, is I feel like we've moved away from saying you can't do this with your makeup. It's a crime. I feel like we're more accepting now of saying, do what you want with makeup, at least in my sphere of people. It's like, whatever makes you happy. I don't see anything as being a makeup crime anymore because everyone has a right to do their makeup however they want. So I decline that one. Do you like colorful shades of makeup, lipstick, eyeshadow, or neutral ones? I wear natural lipsticks. I wear colorful shades of eyeshadow. But as far as anywhere else on my face, I stick with more natural colors. Which celebrity always has great makeup? Back then, I had trouble thinking of someone. Still do. Still have trouble thinking of someone. What celebrity? I guess I just don't pay enough attention to celebrities. Like, I just don't know. No idea. All right, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 more questions, and I have 4 minutes. Okay, but I'm gonna go back and I'm gonna read all of these things. I love this one from Thriving and Beyond. Totally more acceptance, which has led to more amazing artistry. Totally agree. 100%. Yes. You know what, Melly? I agree with you. Taylor Swift and her iconic red lip. 100%. Oh, J-Lo, Carrie Underwood. I was thinking of Rihanna too. Oh yeah, here we go. Exactly, Cherie. That was exactly what I was thinking. You read my mind, Rihanna. And I didn't think of Megan Thee Stallion, but yes. And Megan's nails, I die every time. Every time I die. I can't even handle. All right. But yes, it's so funny. It was like right as you were typing it, I had like just said it and then it popped up. That's so funny. Okay. Let's see, what else? Okay. Okay, if you could leave the house using just one makeup item, what would you use? Back then, it would have been eyeliner, probably. I can't remember what I said in the video, but now it's my brows, 100%. If I have to choose one thing to put on, it's always my brows, because I can't with the spaces in my brows. I cannot do it. It drives me bonkers. But back then, it would not have been brows. I think my brows were more full back then, though. I don't think I needed it as bad as I do now. Because, it's been 9 years. So that was a thing. Could you ever leave the house without any makeup on? I do it all the time. And it's funny because I was in Target with Lila, with Phoenix. If you missed that chat, Lila has changed their name to Phoenix. I was in Target with Phoenix and we were trying on, I forget what, something. They were trying on something in the dressing room, and the woman who was working the dressing room was like, "Oh my gosh, you look like Jen from Jen Loves Reviews." And I was like, "Yeah, that's me." And we ended up taking a picture, and I had my mask on, my hair was dirty, and I didn't have any makeup on, and I'm like trying to pose for that rarely happens to me. I would say it happens maybe 3 times a year. Like, it really rarely happens to me. But it happened in the Target when I had no makeup on, and I was like, I look like crap. But I did it anyway, you know, so we ended up taking a picture together. But yeah, but I do leave the house all the time without makeup on. If you ever caught me out and about, chances are 90% of the time I wouldn't have makeup on. No problem with that. Yeah, Sandra says the same thing. I usually don't wear makeup when I go out. I play in makeup when I'm home. Yeah, me too. Unless I have like a place to go. Like, I went to my kids' volleyball game earlier. They had 2 games, and I wasn't wearing any makeup. I didn't put makeup on until I was getting ready for chat. Okay, do you think you look good even without any makeup on? Sometimes. Sometimes yes, sometimes no. Sometimes I look in the mirror and think I look super beat up that day. You know how sometimes you feel like it's like a good hair day. Sometimes you have a good face day, and sometimes you don't. I will honestly say I do like the way my face looks better with makeup. I do like the way I look better with makeup on. I feel like it makes my eyes look bigger, and I love the colors, and it's just fun. But yeah, I do think I look better with it on, but I don't think I look bad without makeup. But I don't know. I feel like some days are better than others. Some days I think I look nice without makeup on. I don't know. Depends on the day. In your opinion, what is the best makeup line? And this is always difficult for me because I feel like every brand has hits and misses as far as the best makeup line. Milani sent me a lot of stuff, which has given me a lot of opportunity to try a lot of Milani. So lately, Milani has been a favorite of mine. I've had the same experience with Makeup by Mario, that they've sent me a lot of things. So I've had a chance to try a lot of things. But I feel like there's a lot of brands recently that I'll find 1 or 2 products that I really like. And then because I'm purchasing it, I'm not purchasing the whole line. So I don't really, have as much of an experience with a whole line as I do with the ones that are sent to me in PR, if that makes sense. So those are ones I'm kind of leaning toward to answer that question, but I know that there's more that I'm just not thinking of. Like Sydney Grace, for example. Sydney Grace is a fantastic. Hi, baby. Do you want to come say hi? Come here. Oh, the baby. Okay. This is my baby, Haley. Hi. She's a Cavalier King Charles Spaniel. Hi. So yeah, I don't know. Sydney Grace is definitely up there as far as indie brands go. I'm trying to think of other ones. Essence, if they can keep that eyeshadow formula good, like they have the potential. ColourPop, I think, does a really nice job with a lot of things too. Absolutely. Oh, Brandis, thank you so much, Brandis, for becoming a member. I appreciate you. Oh my gosh, thank you. Okay, I have one more question. What do you think of makeup? What a lame question. What do you think of makeup? I hate makeup. I wish it would go away. I hate it. I hate it all. That's why I'm swimming in it. I love makeup. I love makeup. It should be, why do you love makeup? That should be the question. Because if you're answering these 40 questions, then what is going on with you, ma'am? She's like leaning back. What is... Oh, you know what? She's probably hungry. She's probably ready for her dinner because we're an hour different. So to her, it's 7 o'clock and she's probably hungry. That's why she's stretching out. So I'm going to go pretty quickly. But yeah, I love makeup. I love playing with makeup. I love playing with colors. I love trying new things. I love just experimenting. I like the way it makes me look. I like all of that. I enjoy it. I'm going to go because my baby is hungry. And I wasn't even like thinking about the time difference. Oh, you poor baby. She's used to eating. Well, sometimes she eats this late, but pretty rarely. Usually she eats, about half an hour ago or so in not time change time. So go feed my baby. But thank you all so much for being here. Kylie, thank you so much for joining the Elite. Thank you, thank you, thank you so much. I hope that you all had a wonderful day today and a wonderful evening. And I know somebody's going to ask how the volleyball games went. Unfortunately, both of my children's teams lost this morning. It was very sad. They both lost the first game of the tournament. But this is the thing, is that it's good for kids to experience loss. It's good. That experience is good for them, you know, and understanding that it's a team effort. It's not just about you. Yes, maybe you could have done this differently, or maybe this person didn't. It's a great experience, I think, winning and losing, and it's fine. They're both fine. And they both still love volleyball, but they did both lose, unfortunately. So yeah, that's the end of that. I'm gonna go feed my babies, and mad love to you. Thank you for joining me. I hope you had so much fun. This was just kind of a fun, lighthearted chat, and I hope you enjoyed it. If you have not watched What's Up in Makeup today, it did go live, and see people seem to really be enjoying this particular episode of What's Up in Makeup. So if you haven't caught it, can I speak? Highly recommend you go over and check it out. And mad love to you. And I will see you in a video very, very soon. I think the next video might be, I haven't looked at it yet, but my mother found my caboodle from when it's like a 25-year-old caboodle that I haven't seen in 25 years. It's up in my closet. I haven't opened it yet, but if there's enough to talk about, I might film that video this week. All right, I'm gonna go feed my babies. Mad love to you. Have a wonderful evening, and I will see you in a video very, very soon. Bye.